What is up, YouTube? Holy Pepsi here. This is going to be a special video. This is going to be a rant video. And this is not going to be about League of Legends. This is going to be about the USPS Postal Service. So, today I've dealt with a massive amount of bullshit. And it has to be one of the most frustrating things to deal with the Postal Service. Because at least where I live, it is absolute hell. So, feel free to tell your stories about in the comment section about all the bullshit you had to deal with. I've had lost packages before, and that's not really a problem because all you have to do is call them up and basically have them search for the package. They'll give you a case number, everything. Usually within 2 weeks, you'll find a package. But this is a first, and the fact that I live in St. Petersburg just screws it up so much more. So, pretty much, I was expecting 4 packages today. I received 1 package from the mailman, and 3 of the package were MIA. I was basically expecting them to come later on that day, and they did not come later on that day. So it's about 5 o'clock. I check my tracking information. It still says out for delivery. And then about like 5:20ish, it says this: undeliverable as addressed. So at first I was like, the seller screwed up and he did not write my address down correctly. What the hell? Then I checked my 2 other tracking numbers, and they all said the same damn thing. So, yeah, was kind of pissed. So I went off and called the Pinellas Park. I live pretty much on the city line, so I go and call Pinellas Park, and I give them my tracking numbers, and they're like, yep, everything's correct. We do not know why the postman marked it down as undeliverable as address, considering the fact that you got a package today, which clearly means that it's fine, and obviously it's a mistake. So, I'm like, okay, well, what can you guys do? Because obviously I'm wanting to get my packages. They're like, well, you called the Pinellas Park one, and we do not own this unit, which they're referring to the person who's delivering my mail. So you need to call the St. Petersburg post office. I'm like, okay. It took me 10 minutes to contact them. I gave them my tracking numbers. It's okay. It's nothing big. So I call up the St. Petersburg Postal Service. I hate this postal service so much. So when you call, you get this automated system. This voice messaging system will not let you talk to a representative no matter what input you give it. I said, lost package. So it asks for my tracking number. I go and give it my tracking number, and it says, blah, 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 we have not gotten any updates for this package. Please understand that all representatives have the exact same information as we do. So if you would like to repeat this, click 1. If you have no further information that you need, then just please hang up. So I'm like, that's not helping me. I need to contact a representative. So I say representative. And it's like, oh, you're asking for a representative? Sorry, we need more information before we can actually transfer you to a representative. So if you go through any of the main menus, anything you say to them, there's no way to contact a representative. Everything is automated. So I spent 20 minutes trying to figure out how to actually contact a representative. I was like, the only thing I can think of that would actually require a human being to basically figure something out would be a stolen package. So I was like, stolen package, and it finally connected me to a damn representative. And they're like, yeah, this line's going to be recorded and everything because you're talking about stolen packages, legal matters. And finally talked to the person, and I had to repeat each tracking number at least 4 times. These tracking numbers are like 16 digits. So I was on the phone for fucking ever. And I finally get told that, oh, we're going to open up a case for you and everything. But it might get still sent back to the sender because it was marked undeliverable as addressed. So hopefully I'll get my packages. But this is by far one of the biggest bullshit things I've had to deal with. And this pretty much took up about 1 hour and 40 minutes of my time. And it's not even like it's that bad. It's the fact it took 1 hour and 40 minutes of my time. And it was the most painful and excruciating thing ever. Like, I've dealt with Bright House and Verizon, like, internet service providers, where you have to call and you have to wait on the phone for like 45 minutes to an hour, and it's like, that's terrible. And then they tell you to reset your modem and everything. It's like, yeah, that's bad. I've never had to fucking figure out a way to get around a voice messaging service, because it is actually designed to keep you from talking to a representative. That is the most bullshit thing I've ever had to deal with, and I still might not get my packages. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. What is up, YouTube? Holy Peps here. I'm going to be going over some happy fun time. So this is going to be escalated from a problem to a massive problem that I've had. So let me just give you the voice message that I received from USPS.
Hi, this message is for Alan. This is Nicole calling with the Consumer Affairs Office with the Postal Service. I was calling in regards to a case you had opened about a package that was scanned undeliverable addressed yesterday. I was just calling to follow up to see if you've actually received that package today. It looks like it was sorted to the wrong route yesterday is why it was scanned that way. So if you have not received the package, please call me back at 813-354-6200. Thank you, and you have a good day. End of message. Delete.
All right. So you heard the problem. It was shipped to the wrong route, or given to the wrong route. So the postman basically didn't see my address on the route and ended up marking as unship or undeliverable as addressed. So that is understandable. Okay, so it should have been given to the correct route and then shipped to my house. Well, guess what? Not USPS. Not only did they screw up once, they screwed up twice. Okay, so I checked the tracking number this morning at 6 a.m. and it said all 3 of my packages have been delivered. All 3 of them have been delivered. Magical, right? So I went out to the mailbox, checked the mail, and guess what? My packages were not there. Okay, this is at 6 a.m.-ish, and I want to say I called up, was it basically the phone number that was left on the voicemail, called them up and was like, hey, still have not gotten the packages. So they looked up my case number. They're like, oh, you're looking for Nicole, and I'll have her call you back. This is at 8 a.m. Right now, it is 10:11 a.m. 10:11 a.m. It's been 2 hours. Have not received a phone call. So some magical way, I was calling at the very beginning of the day. She already had someone on her phone and then was not able to get back to me after that phone call. Or it's just lasted 2 hours. Either way, that can have kind of been like blown over, been like, yeah, crap happened, she might have forgot, whatever. The problem that I have is that my packages were delivered yesterday at 4:23 p.m., but they were not delivered at my house. They were delivered to someone 2 blocks down, and that person was kind enough to come to my house this morning about like 9:30ish and give me the packages. And he was like, yeah, dude, I don't know why they shipped me these packages, but here you go, dude. And I was like, wow. So this is where the packages have been. I've been calling USPS about them because the tracking number says that they were delivered. He's like, yeah, I don't know why they shipped them to my house. Like, it's not like the handwriting's that bad. I was like, yeah, and 2 of them even have shipping labels, so there's no reason why they could screw up like that. So, yeah, pretty much they shipped them. They gave them to the wrong route, and then when they gave them to the correct route, they shipped them to the wrong address. Like, seriously, how bad is that? Now, here's the icing on top. If I wanted to file a claim to USPS about my packages not getting to me, they would basically point and say, hey, well, sorry, the address or the tracking says it's been delivered. And since it's been delivered, we can't do anything. So they pretty much say that, and eBay would say the same thing. Tracking says delivered, it's out of our hands. So, how do I know that? Well, I ordered, what was it? I think an action replay about like, I want to say a year ago. And this is the only time that's happened where pretty much it got to the Tampa shipping facility, and then it said delivered right off the bat. It did not say it went to like the St. Petersburg shipping facility or the Pinellas Park shipping facility, because usually it goes from Tampa, which is the main shipping hub, and then it goes to smaller cities. So, guess what? It went from Tampa to immediately delivered. So that means that I actually got lost. So I called them up, explained the problem to the best extent I was, saying that, hey, I have like 10 other packages tracking numbers that show how it goes. It goes from Tampa to Pinellas Park to arrival at unit to out for delivery to delivered. And this package, which is going to the exact same address, goes from Tampa to delivered immediately. There's a problem here, and I need you to find this package. And they basically told me, sorry, because it says delivered, we can't do anything. And it's really out of our hands. You can leave a complaint, but I'm afraid that you're not going to be able to do a claim on it. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, we can't do anything. We'll put out a search for the package, but since it says delivered, we're really limited on our means. I'm like, that's total bullshit. So I ended up losing like $29 because that's how much the action replay costed me. And with these packages, I would have lost like $350 because they were shipped to the wrong house and then marked as delivered to my address. They didn't mark them as delivered to the other person's address. They marked them delivered as my address. So this is just freaking amazing. Here's one of the packages that I did not end up opening yet. But here's the other two. And yeah, pretty pissed off. Anyways, guys, let me know your bullshit stories because my story went from my problem to a massive problem. Hopefully you guys don't have my luck because, yeah. I'm very thankful that the person was kind enough to send me back my package. I shouldn't say send me back my packages, but just walk the packages over because he could have easily kept the packages and been like, hey, I just made $350 for free. And, yeah, that would have been really, really unlucky for me. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Bye.